Howdy partners. As you see, I've been cutting this hedge back drastically. Never ever plant a laurel hedge. Just have a look at the size of the... This is how big the trunks get inside. You can't cut through them with a hedge cutter. There's all this wood. I'm cutting off the biggest pieces of wood to save as firewood, but I've still got all these leaves to get rid of. And if I had a shredder, I could probably shred them up and just keep it as compost, but if you just pile this stuff up, it doesn't compost, it just stays as it is for years and years. So you need a lot of place. So what I'm doing is bundling it up. And if I had to take it with a car, it'd take at least 5 journeys. So a mate of mine's coming and we're going to load it all up on a truck on Friday afternoon, take it down the dump. Right, here's a little trick for, let me just get my string. First of all, cut your piece of string. There you go, piece of string, hopping all knife, and then get your bundle, because it's amazing how much leaves squeezed together. You can get an amazing amount of number of leaves in a car if you just pull them up tight with a rope like this. A rope with a loop in, give it a good that, hold the rope. Where's your bit of string? There you have it. Nice compact thing to put in the car, and because it's so compact and the string's really tight now, heavy, so you save a lot of space because it's all air in it. You're just trying to get rid of the air spaces. That's why a grinder's good. Not a grinder, a shredder. Can't remember what the proper word is for them. Mulcher. Is it mulcher? Yep, been at it all day. Wife's in watching football. Germany versus somebody, I don't know what it is. And he's cleaning the garden up. I wonder what's going to happen on the Brexit thing. It was about 50-50 to me, and I put a video up about it, and there was about maybe 15 likes and 15 dislikes, so it kind of shows you. But it just seems to me you can talk things out, or you can do it the Dirty Harry way. It's much more satisfying to just go, make my day, and blow them away. No, that's the American way. Just get a big gun and blow all the arguments away. That's one way of doing it, and it feels good. That's why they put it in films. You feel like you're in control totally. But as I said before, we never really look at the consequences of what we do, but we always end up getting invited to the banquet of consequences, and then we wonder why the shit's hit the fan. Why are we suddenly at war? And for me, that's I can understand patriotism. Somebody going for the country, but like the next stage along nationalism, when people in countries say our country is better than everyone else, and you get into that mindset, and before you know where you are, you're at your neighbour's throat, because you've got to stand up for what you've said. So I'm for in anyway. I just probably won't make that much difference to me really, because I'm married, so I've got a right to stay in Europe. But bully for me. But I'm sure it would be a bit of an annoyance for a lot of people. But people saying, I can understand really well, that loads of things about the EU, how they move the parliament for a month every year, and it costs hundreds of thousands of euros just to do that. Stuff like that's crazy, isn't it? But then I think Trident's crazy as well, and that costs a lot more. And I don't trust them Tories anyway. I don't trust the aristocrats of England. Not since about 1980, when Tebbit said get on your bike, and you got made to feel like a criminal because you were on the dole. That's what England did for you. So I got out. So I already did my Remain years ago, and I remained in Europe. Is it a kind of weakness that you need to have a country to say this is my country and it's better than every other country? Is it a psychological need because you're empty inside and you want to be a part of something bigger than you? So if you were savvy, you could probably sell that to someone as, I don't know, something to put on the roof, I don't know. The important thing as well is to make sure you use natural twine, because this stuff's going on the compost at the dump, and I hate seeing when people tie up the leaves and stuff with plastic string, because when they grind it all up and sell it to the compost, you get it back anyway, don't you? You get ground up plastic in your compost. And when you're doing this with the rope, always make sure the stalks are going one way, so every single bundle is going the same way, which saves space, and when you slide it into the car, it's easy if you put the end with the sticks in first. I guess football's a second cousin to it, watching football and supporting teams and that lot. And they say it's part of the ape's basic makeup, that's how it used to work in the jungle. You'd join with groups of people who you found an affinity to, and you became part of that group and fought for that group, were loyal to that group. And so it is a kind of like jungle social engineering, really. But lots of things that animals do in the jungle, like tigers jumping on your neck and stuff. In a society, you want to maybe try and curb those murderous feelings, even though it feels good when you just go, make my day. just get a big Colt 45 and blow all your troubles away. And then turn it on your own head and you won't exist anymore, and neither will the world. Is that nihilism? I don't know where it is. Now don't get too flighty and make your bundles too big. Keep them around 15-20 kilos maximum, and then they're easy to carry and easy to load off. You're not saving anything but the price of a bit of string if you make the bundles too big. Huh?
I think if it came to Germany, England, it might be even the end game.
Final solution.
Definitely,
Putting these leaves away. What do they call that thing that some people have when they have to put things in pattern or move the salt cellar on the table till it's just in line? I can't remember what it is. I think I've got that a little tiny bit. Just like being fiddly like with the wood, like getting it in a nice bunch, tight bunch in a pile, so it all looks the same with the little white ends showing. And it's got a little bit of beauty. And if you've put some beauty into it, then you've put some thought into it. If you've put some thought into it, then you haven't wasted your time. Have a great day.